also have such vivid dreams.
She
It's
has
hard,
crazy
so.
dreams, you guys. She can remember them like, it's ridiculous.
So could we maybe organize the chapters based on how
Yeah, how the dream goes.
realistic or unrealistic they are?
Yeah.
So I mean, I could start off with, a very benign, normal type of story, and then it just progressively gets more and
Yeah,
more
like people have
weird.
normal dreams, and then like people who invest more and more.
It's
Like,
okay,
so like
that's
everyone
right.
has dreams and then we take random down and decide what order the dreams would go best in.
And we can all do a few different dreams, and then
Right.
that way, like, see if there's a way that we can organize them, or.
And maybe by the end,
I know I can't write a story. I've tried.
Yeah,
If you tell me your dream, then I think that.
I wish I could tell you my dream. Like that's
Yeah.
the problem.
One of them
A
asked a
dream
question
is
for
another
Dr.
dream. But that's what I'm saying is I'm kind of working under the thing that everyone has at least one they remember.
Daydream, not actual dream.
Daydreams
One that I
count.
do not
Daydreams
need to
count.
share
People
with
that
the
say they
world.
can't dream, well, daydreams count.
Okay, I might dream, but I never remember any of my dreams. But I only daydream.
well, it doesn't have to be.
Well,
actual.
then right
You
now
just
you're
have to-
daydreaming.
probably
Actually,
but-
forget
You just
your
have to
dreams
come up
within
with a
5
story.
minutes of waking up.
No
So.
dreams,
Except if
real
it's
bad.
reoccurring.
Or it
Like,
might
I
be
mean-
bad. I just don't remember.
Well, I'm saying if it's for a project, like if you just remember to do that one night, you can give us something we can work with.
If it happens, if I remember.
Do not
make a
just,
story.
you can
Make
use
up
one
a
line,
story.
if anything.
Making a story?
Do
Okay,
not
I'm
make
good
a
at that
story.
one.
Okay.
Huh?
you can
Do
say
not
that.
ask now.
Nightmares definitely count.
Frank Bob,
Yeah, what's the rating for what's the rating limit for this project?
there's no writing limit.
Did you say
Are we gonna get to draw pictures
Rating.
too?
Rating.
Rating.
No
That'd
sex
be
dreams.
cool.
What do you mean rating?
Yeah.
Oh, like PG.
Sex dreams.
Let's keep it clean, people.
Why would you ask something like that?
Because, well,
I
okay.
mean, like, I.
Serious.
Well,
I understand,
it's a
like,
fair
I kill
question.
people in my dreams, but it's
Yeah.
like there are different ways that you can approach it, and if anything, we don't have to stay exactly true. I just think it's a really good structure to at least start with.
So you want us
So-
to write, at least, perhaps not the dreams themselves, but something that a dream inspires us to do, and the reader is supposed to figure out that what we're inspired from, that all these stories that are inspired from are from dreams.
I'm just writing the dream.
I'm gonna write my dream.
Yeah, because it's got plot setting character. It's just kind of confusing, and then they have to. If we don't say, "Oh, then I fell asleep and this happened," if I just say this happened, they're like, "Wow, that's interesting. That's really weird. What's going on?"
Like those
Okay.
movies where you're watching it and then at the very last scene he wakes up and you're like,
But it's
It's
not
not
gonna
that.
happen because it's gonna be a riddle. Because I hate those movies. Um. So.
So basically, when after we all write our dreams, you'd have to somehow put it as in one character's dream in all these dreams.
Yeah, would we have one character?
yeah, we have to figure out what character we want to embody everyone's dream. And then we have to adjust the dreams just ever so much to fit that character.
Well, I feel like
I
If
feel like
we
it
write
should be
them-
like an object.
if you say I am a person in a dream, you can make that the same person.
But the point of view.
Yeah,
if you make it first person.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if in his dream he's a guy, and if in my dream I'm a girl, we can't say I and then be the same person.
Well, then,
Well,
then
I
that's
think
where
it
you
should be-
tweak it. Is you just you
I don't think
lose
it should
those
be a
little
person.
differences.
Does that make sense? I think it should just be a reoccurring event, or I mean, it could be a person, just not like an I person, just someone that you always run into in your dream, or an object that's always there, like, because person would get complicated.
Well, it's just like if we
It's
take
already
everyone's,
complicated for me.
if we take everyone's dreams together. I'm saying like
Dreams and writing. Oh my god, that's two things.
pictures. Okay.
See?
All right. We have a dream, and then
Now you know wow.
not everyone's gonna run into a tree.
I
But
kind of do in my dream. I have this one reoccurring dream.
You run into a tree.
Yep,
face first.
in a car.
Oh.
My dream will probably be the last one in the book. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
And you
that's it.
die.
Yes. What am I?
Horrible.
Dead.
And did we say we were gonna go from like realistic to unrealistic?
Yeah, I mean we can. I think if everyone gets one solid dream down that they want to focus on or that they think would be good for this, I think that'd be I think that'll like get us along farther than being like, well, if we focus it around this, then it'll make more sense then.
And
So we
then-
just write it and then figure out what will make them make sense.
Well,
This
explain
is
that.
ambiguous stickman.
Okay.
Ambiguous stickman could be either a guy or a girl, but he's still doing something in a dream.
Just not using any descriptive characteristics.
Yeah, you don't have to say, as my long hair blew in the wind.
Oh, okay,
am
I got
true."
you. Okay. And then when it comes to like writing down our dreams, we can each write down what we can, and then like if we have to, we can break into groups so that the groups can help expand the dream
Yeah.
to where it's enough for an actual
To
contribution.
be vague
Yeah.
enough to fit.
And like I'm
Yeah.
saying, I'm probably gonna write down a few dreams. So if we need more, or we just need something to expand on, like ideas from dreams, then
Or put them in between the chapters, have transitions.
yeah. I
Maybe.
mean, I just think that,
Well,
I
like
think
the
this is
idea-
something that we could really help each other with, you know? It's not like putting a lot of pressure on one person, and it's gonna be a really big abstract idea, so everyone can help.
This is gonna take like a whole weekend to do. Like just to sit down and
Just a
just like figure out the dreams and
Oh,
somehow
I think
incorporate
it's
them.
gonna take longer than that. I think
Well,
it's
Yeah, I'm like-
It's a
library
weekend to start
hours.
off with.
I like the idea of the chapters not transitioning. into
Yeah,
each
because
other.
in a dream,
Abrupt.
you can jump
That's how it
from
is
one
in a
place to
dream.
another in a
Right.
dream.
Yeah.
Like you can be in school in a dream and then like zoop, eating dinner.
And also with ambiguous stickman and going back to the first person thing, if we can write such a, well, I don't know about you guys, but when I dream, I don't really feel like myself. I'm just kind of observing. I'm still doing
The out of
things.
body experience.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
exactly.
if I wrote mine, like in my dreams sometimes I watch myself do something and I'm like, wait, this is my dream.
Yeah.
And so I jump into myself and I make myself do something. So imagine having that in a book, like having a character
Yeah.
who thinks that they're doing something right, and then they feel like an outside source is coming in
Yeah.
and forcing them to do something. I mean, it's a thing that
I like
happens in
that.
dreams, but not something you'd think to write up in a book, because that never happens. Unless you're a crazy person.
So you can make it very immersive for the reader.
Yeah.
Make him feel like.
And if
he's-
it's confusing,
he's the
that's
narrator.
okay, because it's a riddle. Or something. Biggest stickman.
So that I can understand, so the goal is to come in with a dream and then do what with it? Like, so I have a dream, you have a dream, you have a dream. We bring them to the table, and then we do what with them?
We piece it together
We piece them together for what purpose?
to create just a story of a person.
To create a new narrative.
Based on everyone's dreams.
And
If the
then,
dreams are detailed, we can make them vague enough to fit.
exactly, that's what I'm saying is what, I think the main part is us gonna be getting dreams and then manipulating them to where if someone else reads it, we think they'll be able to think, well, this sounds a lot like a dream. This person's something in my dream, and dreams can be vague enough to where we can make it relate to everybody. That's gonna be the biggest thing.
Okay.
So what's the main point?
That basically we've got this structure, but in a dream it doesn't follow the structure. It still has one. And that everyone can relate to that,
And we can
no
give it a
matter
structure.
how ambiguous it is.
Well, you are actively imposing a structure on
And you
it.
can give it a structure. You can take something that doesn't have a structure and give it one.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
But
what I'm
dreams,
saying.
but when you say dreams do have a structure, though. They follow a structure. They're your subconscious, so they are following a structure. So just to be really clear about what you're doing, you are actually taking a dream that someone had and you are restructuring it. You are not honoring the original structure. You are taking it out of context completely. So you are using a dream as material. And so if that is the case, why can't you just use material as material? Why do you have to use a dream?
Because if you use the raw material, the raw material, you're gonna try and just follow the narrative, but with something else that's already been structured by someone else, you got these different structures to make into a collaborative structure.
So you are trying to pull from that a structure. You are trying to say, okay, well, I dreamed of a tree and a house and a flower, and everyone else is trying to give that, to articulate that. So you are actually going for the subconscious.
I I disagree.
I'm asking.
My idea was, just to write stories and, make them, weird and ambiguous and things to make it seem like dreams. I don't expect everyone to be able to tap into their subconscious and write a story based on, an actual dream they had. Like you said, you have a very hard time remembering your dreams. Most of us do. So I don't see anything wrong with just writing stories, and we're all creative people. We can write stories and, try to fit it into this dream idea here.
But that's different from
Yeah,
what we're talking about, because what your idea is, if I understand it correctly.
Just try to start something.
Fair enough, but I'm just trying to find a middle here. The idea on the table is that we bring dreams to the table, and we work with those as raw material.
And we
I
can
think it
expand
goes-
that dream
I just think it goes
to
along
give
with
more
what we've
story.
been learning really well, like having something that's outside of a structure, and then also if you think about dreams, well, where does everything in the dream come from? It comes from your life, it comes from movies you've seen, from books you've read.
But I would suggest to you, of all the things we've talked about, you understand that everything, once you articulate it, once you say it and you put it into words, you're structuring it. So if you come into class with the dream just to talk about it, is to give it a structure in some ways. Well, in every way. Unless you just took pictures or you just drew like an image of what you dreamed.
My original idea was a stop motion film, and it got weird.
Right. Because you're trying to figure out how to capture something that is already not being articulated even to yourself.
Stop motion would be an interesting feat to accomplish.
Well, because
With
then you
this
drive an
idea.
illusion dog, and I was like, well, dreams, that doesn't make any sense.
Good. What'd you say, Rolando?
Yeah.
Okay, Frank Bob. Oh, and are you raising your hand? Oh, well, for Christ's sakes, hold on for a second. Go.
I kind of like the dream idea because, we all have dreams, but usually when people write a story, they know what they're saying and they know what it is, with their meaning, but even in our dreams, we really don't even know what we mean. So I kind of like that idea of actually writing, our dreams down.
Okay.
Okay, so the idea of this is to,
Just get it
But
straight
kinda.
from
Write
the
real dreams.
or
Don't, but kind of. Okay, keep
Okay, so if
going.
we don't write real dreams, what's everyone's idea of what other things
what
do?
what this is attempting to do is to create some sort of story or narrative using our dreams.
That's what's going on, yes. To